Welcome to Afra's Artifacts, where we do some archaeology of our own and dig into the queer side of Star Wars. I'm your host, Alia Morgaine, and it's so great to have you here. Well, today we're talking about Eleodie Maracavanya, a non-binary character who uses zher, zhers, yourself pronouns. So Z-H-E. This character is found in the Aftermath Trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies, which takes place after Return of the Jedi, and the burgeoning New Republic is trying to figure out what to do with the remnants of the Empire. And it's a fabulous series. It's set up in chapters, which are the main story, and occasionally there's an interlude in between the chapters, and that's where you find Eleodie, is in the interludes. So you find her in the second book, Life Debt, in the interlude entitled The Annihilator. And then you find her zher in the third book, Empire's End, in the interlude titled Liberty's Misrule. So in Life Debt, we're introduced to the fact that Eleodie and your pirate kingdom is on Cassio Tag's old superstar destroyer, the Annihilator. And they are taking up ships that they run across to add them to their fleet. They're taking food and medicine and supplies away from ships they capture, just building up their fleet, their supply stash, and all those sorts of things. So in this particular story, Theodore Mschwa, a senatorial ambassador on a mission to Ithor, is the one who gets captured, and he has a whole entourage, and there is a self-written introduction performed by Eleodie self-writes an introduction that is performed by Venthar, a Sarkhan follower of hers. And the introduction goes like this. It's interesting because she uses he and she back and forth in this particular introduction to Eleodie. I envy you today for the blessing you're about to receive, as you are poised ineluctably to meet His Highness, her glory, his wonder, her luminous magnificence, the Picaroon, the plunderer, the pirate ruler of wild space, the glorious knave, Eleodie Maracavanya. Love that. I love the fact that we have this badass pirate ruler who's non-binary. I think that's really, really cool. And we don't get much physical description of this character, which is unfortunate. I really would have liked to get more characteristics about hair, face, body type, that kind of thing, just so I can envision this character a little better. But we get some clothing description. A cape of chromatic scales falls over half your front, shimmering as a wave of colors sweep across it like a turning tide. Pretty cool. I love this idea of this shimmering, colorful, natural cape. Pretty cool stuff. And then she carries an electro scythe. So not only is she super colorful and intense looking, also a little bit intimidating with giant electro scythe. So a little bit into your mindset and how she sees the situation. When she is talking to the ambassador's entourage, she says, "If none of you try to kill me today, I will kill none of you. Such is our bargain. I will be taking your ship to join my fleet. Our sovereignty requires vessels like this and the cargo it carries. But I am no murderer, and certainly no slaver, and so you are free to step to the nearest escape pod and be gone. But while I will not press any of you into service, I will make the offer. Join me. Come aboard our stolen destroyer. Live the life of a pirate. Enjoy a life of spoils and riches. Be greedy. Be self-interested. Life is far too short for all this New Republic nonsense." So that's pretty cool that Eleodie is very open to taking in new people, building your pirate kingdom. And out of all of the people in the entourage, the only person that steps up and accepts the offer is a girl named Cartessa. And her mother ends up frantically following her to Eleodie's pirate kingdom. Now we see Cartessa again in Empire's End in the interlude entitled Liberty's Misrule, which is the new name for the Superstar Destroyer. And this is how Eleodie thinks of the Superstar Destroyer. Now it serves as the capital ship in a new galactic nation forming at the fringes of the galaxy, in wild space and beyond. Now it is used to create a new government, a new nation, an armada of pirates who take equal spoils in an effort to make something lasting. So she wants to get a bunch of pirates to work together, to share amongst each other. And Cartessa's really skeptical of this whole situation, but Eleodie's like, we've been working together unofficially for years. So in this interlude, 3 Star Destroyers appear. So old Imperial Star Destroyers with Imperial still on them. And Eleodie decides to attack them and bring the wreckage back to the New Republic as a bribe to look the other way in regards to your pirate kingdom. So she really has a plan in place for what she's going to do with this. Now, you know, attacking 3 Star Destroyers seems like a bit much. So it's funny because Cartessa ends up asking, do you know what you're doing? And Eleodie says, no, girl. That's what makes this so interesting. The present is a pair of dice, always about to leave my hand. And I never know if it'll come up 0 or 1, win or lose. Very Eleodie, how she is always just kind of playing fast and loose, but considers herself to be really sort of above petty things and able to make decisions that are pretty insane and pretty intense. So they attack the 3 Star Destroyers. So that is Eleodie. There's not too much on this character, at least with physical characteristics, and then the story just kind of stops after that. But I find zher to be a fascinating character. I really love the delving into the mental aspects of the character. So apparently, Eleodie was the first non-binary character in the new Star Wars canon, which is pretty cool too. So eventually we'll be talking about Taka Jamarisa, which is another non-binary character in Star Wars canon that is much more fleshed out, because Taka is a main character in Last Shot. Anyway, so Eleodie. So if there's anything you'd like to comment on about Eleodie, I'd love to hear it. Please comment down below on what you think about this non-binary character. And remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter at AliaMorgain, and peruse my blog at thestarwarsreview.blogspot.com, which is coming up on its 500th review, which is really exciting. Okay, may the Force be with you.